Arnold. Punaro. General, good morning. So now we do have the ground invasion underway. Talk to us about expectations here. Certainly we have the hostages to consider with those Israeli forces and Israeli Americans now entering Gaza. What are those conditions like, in your opinion? What do you think the strategy is or should be?
Well, Cheryl, great to be with you this morning. And I should say, going on a little bit later in the program, it was great to see you, Liz, and Doug. You're on a roll this morning. So let me try to emphasize and underscore a couple of key points. First of all, as Congressman Collins pointed out earlier, Israel is having to go into Gaza because of Iran and Hamas and what they did to basically try to destroy the state of Israel. And the timing was such because Saudi Arabia, really a key ally and partner of ours in the Middle East, was close to getting a number of the Muslim states, including Pakistan, to move towards normalizing relations with Israel, and Iran couldn't stand that. But I would say the Israeli military has been very thoughtful and methodical as they prepared for the ground move into Gaza. Prepping the battlefield, being very strategic in terms of their targets, getting their military organized, trained, and equipped. Unlike our U.S. reservists that train on a constant basis, the Israeli reserves, after they serve on active duty, really don't have to go back. And so they really needed to spend some time making sure they had the units ready on their mission essential task list. And the fact that they were able to move in and move 2 miles in what Gaza is a 25-mile-long strip and show that Israeli flag to send the signal that we're here. We don't want to own Gaza. We don't want to administer Gaza, but we're here to basically root out the terrorist Hamas that basically wants to destroy Israel. So I think they're going to be very methodical. Also, I would add, Cheryl, that you can negotiate to release the hostages and you can increase humanitarian aid. At the same time, this ground operation, as Congressman McCormick pointed out, is going to be very difficult and very bloody.
Well, except for Hamas, well, we've seen obviously the aid. We've seen the trucks and the Palestinians who were so desperate. At the same time, Hamas has been stealing that aid and the fuel. And Doug made the point earlier about the water lines. And, you know, now you've got Iran's president accusing Israel of crossing the red line in its war with Hamas. They also criticized the U.S. for our support. I find it rich, and I'd like to hear your take on this, that Iran is saying that we crossed some kind of red line. I think they, by funding Hamas and training them to attack Israel on October 7th, that might have been a red line, but you tell me, sir.
Well, Cheryl, that's just total nonsense. Iran has been crossing red lines for the last 40 years. Last Monday was the 40th anniversary of the Iran and Islamic Jihad's bombing of the Marine barracks in Beirut, and they've been crossing red lines ever since. We need to be extremely forceful with Iran. We've moved a lot of military power into the region. There's a lot there that people don't know about, and Iran should understand that we're prepared if they try to push this into an escalation into not just a two-front war, but a three-front war. Frankly, I think we're kind of on the razor edge of that right now, and Iran's going to determine whether or not we go over that edge. They should understand that their leadership's at risk, their oil revenues are at risk, their command and control's at risk. We need to be extremely forceful behind the scenes in understanding that the U.S. military might that's in the region and some might they don't know about is going to be brought to bear in a very devastating way.
Okay, I don't want to give away any, obviously, military secrets, but I do want to kind of get your take a little bit, if you can, because we do have the aircraft carriers. They're now in the region. You're saying that there are forces there, maybe not there. I have a feeling maybe there could be some Navy SEALs there. Maybe there could be some Rangers there. Without going into specifics, though, that back channel story, how strong do you think our military is, and how at risk is our military now, do you think?
Well, Cheryl, I would make a couple of key points here before I get to the fundamental answer to your question, and that is one of the things, first of all, with Jim Mattis, the new national defense strategy and carried on in this administration was really good in terms of identifying the threats. But it downgraded the priority of the Middle East, and we've been reducing our presence there, and so now we've got to kind of rebuild it. The 26th Marine Expeditionary Unit on the Bataan Amphibious Ready Group is in the Red Sea now. That's a very potent force. They have lots of capability. And again, we've got to basically, the Middle East is just as important. Iran is important. I mean, Ukraine is important. dealing with China and Taiwan is important, but also having a stable, peaceful Middle East is extremely important as well. And so we've got to change our national defense strategy to be able to do two wars at a time on a near simultaneous basis. We don't have that capability today.
All right, Doug Collins.
General, real quick, I'm glad to hear you talk about, I've been talking about this issue. We've forgotten the Middle East while we're focused on the others. I'm glad to hear you bring that back up. But I want to take it just a little bit. You've wrote a lot extensively. I'm still in the military. I understand what we're dealing with in our shortage and our recruitment goals. These are other things. You've dealt with this issue. How does this episode now with Israel and the potential for a regional war, possibly larger, deal with what we're facing in our military right now on shortages and fundings, especially in some of our critical key areas?
Well, Doug, you've done a remarkable job in this area over the years, both in Congress and on the outside in your own service in the United States Air Force. And I would say, again, you've got to have a fundamental underpinning, which is your strategy. We've got to change that focus to be able to deal with two wars on a near simultaneous basis. That means we need to increase our force structure. That needs to mean we've got to have robust funding, and we've got to get more bang for the buck for the dollars we spend. But at the same time, we've got to rebuild our industrial capacity to be able to support our military and support the goals of our country. And all of that needs to be done on a simultaneous basis. And so we've got a lot of wood to chop here now and in the future.
Yeah, I've seen reports about there's concerns now about the munitions supply chain, not just for the U.S., but in other countries as well, that want to defend freedom and democracy. General Arnold Punaro, always great to see you, sir. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
All right.